$48,000 in 1 month just by implementing a few strategic emails into this e-commerce brand's customer journey. This is the easiest strategy for getting more out of your customers who just purchased and allow you to print money out of thin air within the next 7 days. This was going from literally nothing to getting this implemented and getting these results 30 days later. And what we're talking about is the post-purchase email flow. These are the emails that fire immediately after somebody makes a purchase with you. Now, this post-purchase window within like 7 days of someone buying from you is one of the most profitable times to hit people up with marketing. But a lot of brands just leave this behind and you're missing out on free revenue from people who already know, like, and trust you and have proven that they have the money to buy and are in the mood to buy now. On top of this, after a purchase, a customer can be feeling a whole different wave of emotions from like euphoria to fear to all this other stuff. And if you can correctly time your emails with the correct information, you're just gonna make the customer experience so much better and potentially more lucrative. So let's get straight into it. Okay, the importance, I wanna show you some numbers real quick. So the post-purchase window, research shows that customers are 27% more likely to make another purchase within the first 3 hours of making a purchase. That's a really tight window right off the bat, right after someone buys. This window is often full of euphoria and just low barrier to entry. These people just bought from you, and the customer already gave you their credit card. So what's the harm of just like clicking a button to add something else to the cart? So it's a very profitable window. People are just right in this mood of buying, and we can capitalize on that. You also have increased engagement on your emails after someone purchases. So transactional emails, such as post-purchase emails, have an open rate of 80 to 85%. Which is significantly higher than the average marketing email, which sits around 20 to 25%. So indicating customers are very, very highly engaged immediately after a purchase, presenting a prime opportunity to encourage another sale because you know very confidently that these people are going to see your emails. And these are just your prime customers. Upselling to existing customers is 68% more cost effective than acquiring new customers, and that's via InvestP. So people who already bought from you already know, like, and trust you. You don't have to overcome those objections again because they just gave you their credit card, and you don't have to pay acquisition costs on them since you already have them. It's just about getting them to buy more. So with new customers, you have to spend time earning their trust, educating on the product, and overcoming all these objections. But if you can properly execute this post-purchase journey, you get to bypass all of that and generate sales out of thin air, especially if you have nothing set up right now. This is going to allow you to get more. So let's talk about the strategy. I want to go through this as fast as possible. So purpose. Let's talk about the purpose of this post-purchase email flow. So let's just think about the customer and what they're feeling right after they make a purchase. We've already touched on this a little bit, but they have the propensity to buy and are obviously in the mood for it since they literally just placed an order with you today. So they have the ability to make a purchase and they're down to make a purchase. And so another thing, they might be feeling excited about their order. That's another possibility. Could be a mix of both. And then they also could have a little bit of buyer's remorse, regret, which can happen a little bit more for higher AOV products. But they could have a mix of all three of these. They could have just one of them. They could have two of them. But we want to be able to, in our post-purchase flow, improve the customer experience by addressing all of these and potentially get more sales out of it. So let's break down the flow. So again, we want to overcome all these emotions, play into the emotions, make sure that they're happy with their order. And then also, they've proven that they can buy right now. So let's try to get them to buy more. So this is the flow breakdown that we are breaking up here. So post-purchase flow, our trigger is just placed order. We don't need to have any filter on this. So notice 0 minutes later, right off the bat, right after somebody clicks buy, they gave us their credit card, their order is confirmed. We want to send an immediate email, a split. We're going to split by the number of purchases by the member, first time buyer, second time, third time, fourth time, and make it slightly different for each one. Right off the bat, we're sending them a message from the founder, giving a sincere thank you. We want to give that small brand feel. People want to buy from people. They don't want to buy from corporations. So right off the bat, we're sending them an email saying, thank you so much. Us here at this company, we sought out to do this, and you ordering from us reminds us that we're one step closer to achieving our goals, yada, yada, yada. And then have a PS at the bottom of your email saying like, hey, PS, why don't you just add something else to your order? And this goes a long way. It's 0 minutes after that person is just like, oh my goodness, the founder reached out to me. It's going to be great. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about all these in depth in a minute. But then we want to wait 24 hours here, and then we're splitting by product or category for an upsell. So this is where we can split and be like, hey, do you want to add more? So we're kind of playing into that post-purchase window again and trying to get people to buy again. So then we're going to wait a few days. We're going to send a get excited email and get them a little bit excited about their email, try to remove some uncertainty that they may have, give them some tips to use it. And then now we're going to do splitting by product and category another 3 days later. So this time they probably have their item and we want to send them like how to get the most out of your product or how to use it, things like that, so we can overcome those objections. And then we're going to build up our social media by saying follow us on social media. And then we're going to do a check-in from the founder after. So let's go in depth to each one of these with examples. So email 1, thank you from the founder. So it's going to be the most impactful and also the most profitable. This is where a lot of people are going to buy. So how would you feel if you just paid money to a company and immediately after the founder personally reached out to you, thanking you for your order, letting you know you contributed to something bigger? Goes a long ways. So this is going to be huge for the customer experience. They're also just in that major buying window where they just purchased and they probably had like another item in their cart, but they took it out because they're like, no, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't buy that. Sometimes this email right here being like, hey, you can add on to your order, sometimes that's enough to get somebody to go back. And so it's an important tip. We like to split based on the number of products that the customers bought before and slightly change messaging to make it feel a little bit more genuine. So if somebody bought, it's their third purchase, you say, OMG, you placed your third order with us. Thank you so much. You're almost a VIP, something like that. So purpose, just contribute to the customer experience and then push for another purchase. Those are the main two things that we're shooting for. So all we want to include, give a sincere thank you, remind of our mission, offer support if they need it, like responding, reaching out to the support team, and encourage repeat purchase. That's the 4 in order that we want to do. So I have subject line ideas for first time buyers, second time, third time, fourth time, and the link to this is going to be in the description. So first time buyers, like your order means the world. Thank you so much. We got your order. See second time, thank you again. Thank you. Your support means the world. Third time's a charm, and you can address that. And then fourth time, you could do like VIP, something like that. So here's a great example that checks all those boxes that I mentioned. Notice it is it's a text-based email. It's from the founder right here saying, hey, name, every day our team is dedicated to crafting this types of supplement. You were placing our order. That means everything to us. Can't wait for you to experience the benefits. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. So what we did was we expressed our gratitude. We reminded them of our mission, offered support. Thank you for trusting us, yada, yada, yada. And then PS, if you want to add to your order, you can do so here. That right there is enough to get people to rebuy. It's crazy how high of a placed order rate this simple email has, but it really does go a long way. And you get people, if they did have questions about the product, they'll reach out, and awesome, you get to address that. So that's email 1, super simple, nice founder note, not any crazy graphics on this. We just want to do this from the founder. So even if they don't buy, it seems genuine. So email 2, we want to send this 24 hours later, and this is want to add more. So this email can fire like same day if you want to get aggressive, or you can have this to be like 1 day after the purchase. So we're still in this highly profitable post-purchase window, and so make the best use of it. So you can keep this as a generic cross-sell, upsell, or you can split by product and give custom recommendations. It's going to convert better, a little bit more work. So you could just have a general thing where it's just like, hey, add more to your order, and you show best sellers. Or you could be like, hey, you bought this shirt, these pants go well with this shirt, and that's something that you could do. Yeah, so you could do that. So the purpose, we want to encourage another order by giving curated product recommendations. That's pretty much it. Get another order. And then content, we just want to address that order and then offer recommendations for further shopping. That's it. So subject lines, you could do something like, wait, there's more. Do you want anything else? Recommendations for your order. There's more where that came from. Looking for anything else. And so something like that, just directly addressing the matter. So here's a good example. Notice how simple this is. Treat yourself to something extra. Ready to spice up your pantry with even more Amigo goodness? Click here to browse our irresistible selection. There's something for every craving, splitting by category here. Great example of just keeping it simple and, hey, why don't you go get something else? And sometimes this message is all you need to get somebody to buy again. So that's email 2. Now we want to wait 3 days and kind of time this to where the product is almost there. We just want to say, like, getting excited pretty much. So this email is great for the customer experience and makes them feel looked after. It's also just an excuse for us to like promote our products and get an email in the customer's face again. So the purpose, just let the customer know their order's being taken care of and subtly promote for the products and purchases. So we just want to address their order delivery and show products that they can purchase more. So I know I'll get questions like, how do you make sure that like this is timed correctly to like on the order? Do you have a special trigger? No, we're just estimating and saying something like your package is on the way, or you could say something like we're working on your order. Doesn't really matter, but essentially we just want to show them that we haven't forgot about their order and it's being worked on. So subject lines, you can say like, we're on it, your order's in progress, you can expect your order in however many days. If you have an estimation, if it's like usually it's 7 days, then you can give like an estimation, getting excited, the wait's almost over. And then just look at this. This is meant for customer experience, and then you also have the ability to make sales by linking products down at the bottom. This is great, goes a long way for the customer, and you'll actually get a a lot of purchases. Here, customer sees I have an order on the way, might as well get something else. So that's a good email that you can include. And then email 4, this is one that I like to send 3 days after again. So it's just how to get the most out of your product. So we want to split based on what the customer ordered and then give them tips exactly on what they ordered. Again, huge for customer experience and making them feel looked after. The other part about it is it's going to improve your customer success with your product and then reduce returns that you get on your product. So this is going to be big. Like if somebody doesn't know how to use their product and they try using your product and they get bad results, they're going to blame you. But in reality, you just didn't educate them on how to use the product well enough. So that's what we want to do. Improve the customer experience and enjoyment by letting them know how to get the most out of it. So raise excitement, list out the steps for using our product, list tips and tricks, whatever we got to do. So subject line ideas, super simple, how to get the most, tips and tricks, product name 101, so like protein powder 101, something like that, guide to protein powder, what to know about your order, things like that. So here's another great example. Are you excited for your organic supplements to arrive? Shop now. Here's how to make the most out of your organic supplements. So and then we list out, incorporate it in your daily routine, track your progress, listen to your body, pair with other proven supplements. So this is a great way at tying in selling your products. So there's a Klaviyo recommended products section here. That's a great way to subtly get more sales because you're saying, hey, you have this, but you could get even better results by pairing it with our other products. And so great way to get some more sales here. But pretty much we want to focus a little bit more on value here and let people know how to get the most out of their products. Great email there. And then we want to go email 5. Usually you can send this 7 days later if you want. You could also wait a couple days. A lot of times on these flow time delays towards the back end of flows, doesn't really matter as much. But we want this email to be in the honeymoon phase with the customer's new product. So hopefully they just gotten it, maybe like first 2 days, they're really enjoying it. We want the social media email to be kind of in that window. So our social media accounts are just a huge form of social proof. That's really what they are. And if we can get our followers to follow us and then interact with our post, that's instant social proof for future customers, potential customers to see. Because if I bought from one brand and then I comment on like their social media post being like, oh my gosh, I love this brand, yada, 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 then me saying that could get someone else to buy. And so that's what we want to push for. So plus it's just like another touch point to send customers content, social media, so that you're hitting people up on multiple platforms. I don't need to tell you about why it's good to get followers on social media. But I like to just promote like one platform if you can. Try to keep it as simple as possible rather than be like, follow us here and here and here and here. Just pick one. That's what I always prefer. Subject line ideas, you could have fun. Like let's get social, let's make it official, or you can go like more basic. Follow our socials, access more exclusive content. Here's where the magic happens. So you can see how simple this email is. I love how they're not trying to do anything crazy. It's just, hey, go follow our Instagram or go follow our social media. That's it. And then it's not like follow our social media and then buy this product and then check out this blog and then do this. No, just one thing. This is how you're going to get the most clicks and the most bang for your buck. And then email 6, last one. We want to send this a week later, 2 weeks later, but a check-in message from the founder again. So kind of see the theme here for improving the customer experience with personalized messaging. That's kind of the whole purpose of all this. So in this email, we want to send another email from the founder, checking in on the order and making sure that everything went okay. So we can offer support on this, we can push for a review, or even encourage another purchase in this email. But you get a lot of really good feedback from this email because it seems like it's coming from the founder who's personally checking in on the customer. So you get really, really good feedback coming back from it. You can also get a good amount of sales too. So contribute to the customer experience is the purpose by giving that personal feel, making them feel looked after. So we just want to ask how the order went and then offer them support they can reach out to the support team. So super simple, but it's just a great way to stand out. So you could do things like how to go in the subject line, checking in with your order, let us know how it went, following up, or like, so how was it? Something like that works really well. So I love this example here. This is longer. So you can see, hi Lauren, I hope you are keeping in good health. My name is Hirsch Goswami, and I'm the vice president here. It's been nearly 3 weeks since you started your teeth whitening journey, yada, yada, yada. By now, your teeth should be brighter. If you could see a difference, yada, yada. As you continue, I'm confident that you see life-changing results. So there's social proof here, 150,000 others have, and then see our products here. So offering a chance to shop. So amazing. You're going to get a lot of purchases here since it's so personal and speaking directly to the person, makes them feel good. And there's also a recommendation for support. So if you have any questions, tips for usage, or simply want to share your experience, feel free to reach out. So thank you for being a valued member, and then boom. Amazing example here. This makes people feel so good about their order. It makes them feel looked after, and it makes them ready to buy again. So amazing example here. I like that to kind of be like the last. So that is the full 6 email flow, but it doesn't stop there. The key to long-term success, my favorite, adding successful campaigns to your post-purchase flow. We don't just want to set and forget this. We can always add and subtract emails over time, but one of my favorite is adding successful campaigns to the post-purchase flow. So if you sell supplements and you created like a campaign email just like about like a research study on the product, so like that toothbrush, that toothpaste brand that we just talked about, teeth whitening, maybe there's a research study email talking about, hey, we were proven to do this as long as you use this twice a day or something like that. That does really well. If it did really well in the campaign, then feel free to add that into your post-purchase flow to like reaffirm the customer's purchase, being like, hey, this is clinically proven, yada, yada, yada. And so that's a great way to, if it does well in your campaigns, don't be afraid to put it in your flows. So this is how you can keep things fresh over time and make sure things are getting mixed up and customers are getting different things. So again, this is just a starting point, this flow strategy I gave you. Be sure to always analyze the numbers and then adjust from there. So very important. So voila. That's all you need to have results like this. First 30 days here, this is what the numbers looked like. $48,579 in 30 days. So that is that. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you got some value on the post-purchase flow, which is the most underrated of all the flows. We generate really good results on this, and yeah, use it. Let me know how it goes, and I'll be excited to hear. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my free newsletter, inboxnewsletter.com/subscribe. You'll get a free 75-page guide on email marketing when you sign up. And that does it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.